Hey everybody, it's me, Jake from Jakin.Off. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. This week, I'm joined by a very funny guest, very funny comedian, friend of the pod. Give it up for Cassie Duncan, everybody. Let Cassie hear it. You can follow Cassie on Instagram and TikTok at #Cassie. That's hashtag spelled out Cassie. Follow Cassie. Go check out Cassie's stand-up, her stand-up shows. It's poppin'. It's popping. And as always, you can follow this podcast at Jakin.Off.Podcast, and you can send anything at all to Jakin.Off.Podcast at gmail.com. I'll look at it at least once. I like that. That's nice. Jakin.Off.Podcast at gmail.com. I'll look at it at least once. That's our guarantee. This episode, we just, guys, we were shooting the breeze. We got into some difficult topics. First of all, we all did a shot of Magic Mind, a special product called Magic Mind, and it made Brett sick. Brett's I'm
still not feeling great.
Yeah, Brett's not feeling good. Cassie's not feeling good. I'm not feeling good. We have all gotten sick. We've all gotten sick from Magic Mind. We talked about Iran. We basically made ourselves sick, and we talked about Iran and Donald Trump.
I got sick because of what's going on in Iran.
Yeah. So that's what you're in store for. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody enjoy the episode and have a good listen to the episode. I feel like we can just kind of fucking stream of consciousness this thing and it'll be fine. But
especially because I think I've been on this now like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
so
you're definitely a friend of the pod.
Yeah,
we gotta have like our equivalent of the 5 Timers Club or whatever.
What is that?
It's the SNL if you've hosted 5 times or whatever.
Oh, who all's in there?
I mean, it's Steve Martin. I think Martin Short just got in this year.
Wow.
Tina Fey.
Wow.
When are you gonna have her on the show?
Yeah, probably never.
Get Tina Fey in here. All right.
I think I don't know if Tina Fey is a fan of what we do around here, which is we're just a little maybe a little too transgressive for Tina Fey. We're taking Magic Mind.
Words.
Oh yeah, Cassie, do you want some Magic Mind?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
do you want some Magic Mind? It's like a drink. It's like a drink that...
Well, it sounds like Cassie needs some Magic Mind.
Yeah, so let me explain.
What is this, Alpha Brain?
Yeah, so kind of actually. It's this little like energy shot thing that they emailed the podcast it was like a month ago, 2 months ago, month and a half.
When they first did it?
Yeah, and they sent me like 3 emails being like, we want to collab. And the third one, I emailed them back because they mentioned free samples. And I was like, yeah, I want free samples. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I sent this lady an email that was like, hey, like, full disclosure, probably would never consider doing this. Like, in my mind, because your product has the word magic in the name. Like, it's something that you drink. Like, that's a scam. You know what I mean? Like, it's immediately scammy. And I think when you get the product in your hands, you might be like, oh, yeah, this does feel scammy.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like one of these drinks that gets advertised on Instagram and, like, other podcasts and shit. Like, and it's like, it's got ashwagandha and lion's mane. And
so you want one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it,
It's
dude.
got, like, a little bit of caffeine, like 55 milligrams of caffeine. Can I have one too, Brett?
Is that what it's supposed to be, like? Coffee, or is it supposed to like wake you up?
It's supposed to be like a 5-hour energy, but more for like Joe Rogan fans. But not Joe Rogan fans though. Just like
let me take a look at this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brett.
Yeah.
Our Magic Mind boy.
This is This is everything I probably wouldn't take.
Yeah,
this
is reclaim your brain.
Yeah, I was just reading that. Reclaim your brain.
Nootropics, adaptogens, antioxidants,
Jake.
Immunity support. So what you should know is that I was like, we're probably not going to do this, but I'd love some free samples, is basically what I said to this lady. And so she sent us 15 Magic Mind shots. And
I love how you're like, we're not going to do it. Here's 15 of them.
So here's what we're doing, though. Here's what we are doing.
Okay.
Is I thought it'd be really funny to, like, send her an email back and say we stuffed a condom inside of one of them. And we're going to be like, hey, like, I hate to do this, but, like, one of these got shipped to us. It has a condom in it. Like, and like, we're going to lay it out. It's going to be all green and slimy next to it. And we're going to be like, did Andy Elliott put you up to this? Was this Troy Kearns, the landlord, or something like that? Like all these people that we've called out. I don't know.
Because they don't listen to the podcast.
They don't listen to the podcast.
Yeah, fuck
so I
it,
think it'd be
right?
funny to like be like, you guys got a condom in my thing? And like actually email a real lady about that. And then be
funny.
like, it's really salty. Like, is it supposed to taste salty?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, that's amazing. I
Yeah.
love that idea.
so that's kind of what we figured we'd do with it. But I mean, I'm still drinking the Magic Mind. It doesn't really do anything to me. I'm going to be totally
You
honest.
had one this morning, didn't you?
I had
Jake?
one this morning. I'm going to try to have another one.
This is the stuff that I'm sure my parents think I took to become trans.
Yeah.
They're like, this is what made her gay.
An
That's
elixir.
so funny.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's the other thing. Jake, tell them.
Gay juice.
Tell the audience about the how they don't have the elixir on. What was it?
Yeah, so the now it says Magic Mind mental performance shot. But in some of the ads on Instagram it says Magic Mind like mental performance elixir. Or it said something with the word elixir in it, and I remember being like, that's weird, man. Like, what what is this, a medieval potion? Like, are we playing Oblivion right now? Like, what is going on, And so that was weird. And the other thing is, if you look on the front, it has like sharper mind, lower stress, calm energy. And all of those have asterisks next to them. And then on the label, on the other part of this other part of the label, there's some stuff with asterisks as well. And that's because these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But the thing is, there are other places like Subtly Sweet. They put some asterisks there. They don't have to have them there, but they're like incorporating the asterisks into their advertising to like kind of like be like, oh yeah, I mean, we just kind of put those everywhere. Like, what,
Well,
that's just like how we do stuff.
Immediately, my thought is this actually would be something that Joe Rogan's crowd would want, because the fact that they're saying that they're not evaluated by the Food Drug Administration, they're like, well, that's why I like it. It's not regulated.
See, I think that this kind of thing, based on everything that I've learned about the company, by looking at their social media and stuff, is that they're like advertising primarily to like Joe Rogan adjacent, and like maybe like Joe Rogan, like former Joe Rogan people who are like, yeah, I can't do it anymore. Like, maybe I'm still into like MMA and like, doing
Fear
a bunch of
Factor.
drugs. Yeah, and like doing a bunch of drugs and stuff. But I don't care about like, politics or whatever. And so I think that this is kind of like, it's like a sort of like, I think of it as like a Alpha Brain Light sort of situation.
I was gonna say this is like what Diet Coke did. It's like for the wives of Alpha Brain users.
Yeah, it's like Alpha Brain, but for people who work at head shops, for like white ladies with dreads.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Kratom users.
Yeah, this is Alpha Brain for Kratom users.
I forgot about Kratom. I was like, wow.
I think we all did.
What is
Yeah.
Kratom even exactly?
It's
I have no
like you
idea.
want to. It's like some of the effects of smoking weed,
Yeah.
but it doesn't show up.
But
in
what
your
is it made out of? Look it up, Brett. You
Pro-
brought it up.
Read that label, like ART. It's probably similar to
Yeah,
same.
it's
Pull up
made
the
out
information,
of.
Jamie.
It's made out of cognizine. Cognizine.
I don't know what that
Give me a
is.
Wiki. Yeah,
That's what's in here. Yeah, look up Kratom, dude. Chemical makeup of Kratom.
it's
What are the elements of Kratom?
tropical evergreen tree, indigenous to Cambodia, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Papua New Guinea, where opiate-like properties and some stimulant-like effects.
Yeah, so like a speedball.
I think it's like Diet Coke.
Yeah, I heard
The other kind of Diet Coke.
I heard that Kratom killed Chris Farley.
Is that one of your new conspiracy theories, Jake?
Yeah, dude. Jimi Hendrix died from Kratom.
I think that was heroin, but close enough.
It's all the same these days.
I love
right?
the idea of just being like anybody who died of anything, like any substance related, changing it to Kratom. It just makes it so much funnier for some reason.
He didn't die from the tower falling on him. He died from the Kratom that he had before.
The toxicity got him.
If you ask me, Anna Nicole Smith is actually a victim of the Kratom crisis.
This is what they made the COVID vaccine out of.
Are y'all gonna take some or what, y'all?
I don't know. I'm following Jake's lead here.
Yeah, we should do it.
He's my cult leader, and I'm like, do I take this?
I can take the producer role of it's time to do the show.
Right,
I should do one
right.
too, though, right?
Yeah, I guess
you
so.
should do it, Brett. We're all gonna die. That's fun.
Brett, will you fill up my water too? Oh yeah. Just top it off. I'm gonna need to drink some after this. Do you need any water?
I'll take water. Yeah.
You're gonna want to get Cassie some.
It feels
You're gonna want to get water.
It
before
feels
you
like you're
drink
on the
this.
sun out there. So yeah, mixing that with this.
This is it tastes like ass. I'm gonna let you know
Dude,
right now.
What is this? Okay.
I'm gonna let you know it tastes really bad.
Okay, this is just gonna be that Malort or whatever from Chicago.
No,
They're like it's you have to be one of us.
It's much you gotta
worse.
Do it. It's much worse than that.
Oh,
it has a really bad aftertaste.
Doesn't Malort too?
It's Malort flavor.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll let you be the judge. Have you ever had Malort?
No. Well, I've been offered it, but people told me to actually wait till I actually go to Chicago and try it because they're like, it's just for some reason it's better in Chicago.
Weird.
I bet it's not.
I have a strong feeling that it probably tastes the same.
Yeah, I bet it's a whole tribalism thing.
Hold up.
Doesn't it just the bottle has the feel of something that was brewed at home at somebody's house?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Do you remember the Power Rangers movie from the 90s?
The Ivan
or whatever.
Ooze,
Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like
shit.
is gonna happen.
Oh shit! There's a fucking condom in mine. This isn't even.
Oh, dude, that's fucked. Ha.
No, it's separated from the rest.
Well, cheers. Cheers, Brett. All right. Oh, that aftertaste. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You didn't drink the whole thing.
No. I'm
We
not
took the whole thing as
I'm
a
not
shot.
drinking the whole thing on
You gotta shot it.
the
We
things
did
I
it as
do
a
for
shot.
Jaking Off over here. This is
Ruining the, you're gonna
How
mess
are we
up my
supposed to be
sponsorship.
sponsored?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Liquefied ass. Get Magic Mind, everybody. Get it here at magicmind.com.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope there's nothing bad in there. I hope there's nothing bad in those.
What did you describe the aftertaste as?
Ashwagandha?
No, what was your definition? Not the
Kratom?
Did you say just ass? Was it ass?
Yeah, it tastes like ass.
Yeah, no, I've
tastes
tasted
really
ass
bad.
before. This is something
this is
different.
worse.
This is holy fuck.
It's like numbing. I feel like it does have a numbing sensation on my tongue and my mouth.
I think I need to smoke weed to neutralize it. It's upsetting my stomach in a weird way.
It'd be fucking crazy.
I'm now the wolf on
Brett
Wall
puked.
Street.
I hope we don't puke or get sick from this.
Oh, is it like one of those
Do you think
cleansing
it's bad
things
to
that-
drink 2 in a day?
We're about to. You're about to find out.
I'm not. I'm never doing that again. That was.
We're just gonna force feed these to our guests until they're done.
I did catch that little tang of condom in there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little salty.
A little salty. Very used.
So now that we've done our Magic Mind,
What a great start.
we'll have to
Jaking
check in.
Off.
We'll have to check in at the end of the episode.
I
and
have
see
no
if we
idea
feel
how I'm
any
gonna clip
different.
that down.
Yeah.
We're skipping around.
You'll
with that,
figure it
but
out. Yeah, we just
We're
gotta-
back. You're listening to it. You enjoyed
Yeah.
us not enjoying Magic Mind.
It was trash, dude. It's so awful.
It's legitimately kind of fucking with my stomach right now.
Okay, how did the people who made this just go fuck yeah, dude, we're going to sell this. We're going to sell so much. How do they believe in their product?
They're like, we're gonna make $1 million.
Well, they all live in Silver Lake in California is the first thing.
Do they?
They have a California address for their LLC.
Oh yeah, it's in Los Angeles.
But I'm just saying, Silver Lake is that like
hipster neighborhood.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyways, now that we've restored our magic, don't you feel like you had like a blue magic meter that's been refilled after you drank that? Like
So
it's
much,
like you're playing
man.
Elden Ring or
Yeah.
something?
That's what I feel after drinking.
Ugh.
Oh, I can't
It's
believe
got some staying power. That's
The
for
worst
sure.
people are definitely waking up and enjoying that. Like they are like, you know what I need? We need some of that magic mine.
Yeah, some lion's mane mushroom.
The thing is, I feel like juicing up some like papaya and passion fruit with some ginger root or whatever, or like fucking not horny goat weed, but like fucking fish oil pills or whatever the fuck your supplement is, would taste 1,000 times better than what we just drank.
Yeah.
All the disgusting
Yeah.
pills at GNC probably taste better than that.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that tastes better than that, but
My probiotics, they taste better. They
but
make
if you
them
call
taste
something
really yummy.
that's
true.
that's why you shouldn't be able to call something magic.
Yeah.
Like there's people out there who will believe
It's
in it.
magically
inherently.
horrific.
Yeah. But I'm happy that we got that taken care of. We got the little pre
Oh, me too, Jake. I'm
podcast
so
magic
glad we did
minds.
it.
Because we're gonna talk about some pretty deep shit today.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
we're
love
gonna talk
it.
about some pretty
Mariana.
deep shit. First and foremost, here is a very important story that I wanted to draw attention to, which is that a man has been arrested after peeing on $10,000 worth of food at Sam's Club. Say police.
So the whole store? Oh my God.
I know. That would be crazy if there was only $10,000 worth of food in Sam's
I don't know.
Club.
They're pretty good savings there at Costco. Please sponsor my comedy career, Costco.
Well, we're shitting on Sam's Club, right?
Are we shitting on? I'm shitting on the guy who
No,
pissed on him.
we're pissing
You
on
know?
Sam's Club.
Yeah.
We're not shitting on
Oh,
anything.
that's
We're
true.
pissing on it.
That's true.
Oh, never mind. I forgot.
You're never gonna guess-
Fuck you, Sam's Club. I'm a Costco girl.
Yeah, I love Costco. Cassie, where do you think that this guy pissed on the $10,000 worth of food at Sam's Club?
Oh, that's a Florida story.
You guessed
Yes,
it. It happened
Florida
in Florida.
man strikes
yeah.
again.
A Florida man is facing charges after he allegedly urinated on $10,000 of food at Sam's Club, according to court records. The incident happened May 30th at Sam's Club in Lady Lake, Florida, which is a crazy name
Lady Lake.
They're like, that's where we dump the ladies. That's where we dump the ladies after.
That sounds like where they make the silhouettes for the mud flaps for trucks with the ladies. Like, that's what it sounds like.
Yes, precisely. It was a 70-year-old man.
Okay.
So 70-year-old man piss. Patrick Francis Mitchell was arrested on June 4th and charged with disorderly conduct and criminal mischief with damages over $1,000. He entered a not guilty plea on June 10th. That's so interesting, dude.
He should have just said no contest. Like,
Yeah, I feel like entering a guilty plea on pissing on, like, it's got to be a pretty cut and dry case.
exactly.
Is my guess. Like, you pissed on food at a Sam's Club. There's cameras everywhere.
My question is, what food do you think he pissed on? Does it say?
Well, it's gonna tell us right here, actually.
Like the whole palette of whatever, right?
So he was accused of urinating on pallets containing 345 cans of Spam and 168 cans of Vienna sausages.
Okay, you know what? I'm
He's-
kind of impressed. He had enough in the tank there to cover $10,000.
Two
That's a
whole
lot
pallets.
Of piss.
My
That's a lot
guess
of
is that
piss.
he didn't cover the entire pallets, but
They had
just
to
the
just
fact
cough
that
them
he
all, yeah.
pissed on part of the pallets is enough to make them be like, we got to throw this all away.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure that's like 10
completely.
health hazards right there.
Yeah. And so it was loss estimated at $10,584.84, according to court documents. He was reportedly caught on camera by another customer in the store. Okay, so he's a customer. I was thinking that he was working there, but no, this guy was just like going in there. That's premeditated. It's got to be, right? Like, that's got to be premeditated.
That was my next question, Jake. Do we
He
know
did
the
it as
motive?
protest.
Has there been a
Yeah.
motive? Said yeah. You don't just go into a Sam's Club and piss all over the shit.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't say. There's no motive. This is just like a pretty like plain press release about the story. And yeah, he was in the store for an additional 10 minutes after the incident, paid for his items at checkout, and left. And then he was later identified as the suspect because it's linked to his Sam's Club membership.
I guess if you're a Florida man, you don't need a motive. You just do.
I forgot about that. So he had to like scan a card on his way in. And then they were like, yeah, that's the guy. That's so funny.
How premeditated does this have to get?
Yeah, he's clearly bad at premeditating anything. Like that's the moral of this story is like, take a couple extra minutes to think about your plan and get all the details hammered out, because if you walk in and scan your Sam's Club card in the Sam's Club that's full of cameras and they see you piss on their little weenies, their cans full of weenies, then
was it also spam, did you say?
Spam.
The spam might be okay, right? It's all in
Vienna
airtight
sausages.
cans.
That
so
clientele
Vienna
is fine with
sausages
that.
are in. Yeah, no kidding. They're probably, dude. Anybody who's eating Vienna sausages is hoping that somebody pissed on the outside
Getting
of
them
the
in
can.
wholesale.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the water that's in the Vienna sausages is
just
piss.
piss.
Yeah.
It's just piss. It's just 70-year-old man piss already. Yeah. So that was just. I figured, hey, let's start with
You
the
know
fun
what?
one
Funny story.
before
I
we
like
get
it.
before we get into some more meat, because this is the week of, this episode will come out in a couple of weeks, but this is the week of the Israel bombing Iran, and like this whole conflict is breaking out, and Ted Cruz went on the news with Tucker Carlson and basically accidentally admitted to the United States involvement in like the bombing, which I think for like most people you would probably like see that and be like, well, yeah, of course they were involved. Like there are bombs, you know what I mean? There are planes dropping the bombs. Like we sold those weapons to them to do that. So like the involvement is already there, but in more of an official like military capacity is what he has revealed. And so it's been a pretty scary week so far.
Isn't that like in stark contrast to what Trump was saying? Wasn't Trump like, no, we're not involved, and then Cruz over here
No,
was
he
just
was
like, but we are though.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we-
no,
yeah.
he totally and Tucker Carlson set him up for it. Is the thing is it's one of these situations where what's that meme? It's like, oh no, the person you hate the most has made a good point or something like that, where it's like he actually clearly set him up. Now the reason why Tucker Carlson is against what is happening is not for the same reasons as myself or anyone listening to this podcast, I would imagine. Unless you are listening to this podcast and you're thinking, no, I love that guy, in which case, welcome. I don't know
how you found Jake.
I don't know how much longer you'll
Probably
be
the
here.
libertarian episode.
Yeah,
a couple episodes
maybe you
ago.
listened to the libertarian episode and you were like, these guys are cool. They're talking to people who make tallow soap. But yeah, the whole entire situation is pretty fucked. I'm pretty worried about it. And Ted Cruz basically went on Tucker Carlson and was like, whoopsies. Oh boy, did I step in it, Tucker.
Yeah, no, I'm not one of those people that all of a sudden is praising these conservatives for coming out, because I know they're not coming out for like good reason. I just know it's really bad if all these people who were like so pro-Trump going into this election 6 months later, they're like, no, I'm out. That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah, I think that those people never really liked Trump that much to begin with, and they're constantly looking for places to like jump off the ride, as it were. Like, I think that a lot of the like Republican elites are like, they really would like to figure out a different way to like have all of their dreams come true.
Because it's not working out with this.
It is. I think that it is kind of though.
You think so?
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, they've wanted to invade Iran since like since really even before Jimmy Carter, like the entire history of this country with Iran is like we overthrew their democratically elected government in the 50s and reinstalled the Shah of Iran, who was like a brutal dictator, on behalf of British Petroleum. They were called like the Anglo Iranian Oil Company or something like that. But really they became BP later. They changed their name. But we did that on behalf of them in the 50s because Iran, their democratically elected government, decided that they were going to nationalize their oil industry. Yeah. And so we overthrew those guys. And like basically ever since then, and then, you have the hostage crisis in the 70s. These guys have been wanting to invade Iran. And frankly, like if the Iraq War didn't become as unpopular as it did, like in the late aughts, then they probably would have tried to do it then. I mean, that was the whole plan. That was like the third phase. They were like, we're going to do
earlier
Afghanistan.
I thought you just meant like in general with everything. Yeah, with Iran, I agree with you.
My entire life, they've wanted to invade Iran. Yeah. And so, but I think that what a lot of like mainstream Republicans wish that they had is like somebody who is more, is not as much like Donald Trump. Like the problem is that like they needed Donald Trump to be able to do this stuff. And so the trade-off is that like he's embarrassing to a lot of them. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You should
like,
be if you voted for him. You should absolutely be embarrassed.
He's embarrassing to a lot of those people, but like they're just like such ghouls and such like big pieces of shit that they're like, well, I mean, the trade-off is like we have to be embarrassed by this guy, but like he's gonna let us, like put the Bible back into school and like fucking invade Iran and. Yep. That kind of thing. So it's like such a terrible team.
I want to give such a bad credit and a shout out to Caroline Levitt. That woman, the amount of spinning that she's had to do with everything Trump decides
it's
to like
quite
say.
Impressive.
Like, I hate her. She is the most smug person I've ever... Have you ever seen, like, the way she looks at people when she's up there? She hates every single person in that room.
She's really playing her role quite well, I would say.
But I also feel for her because I feel like she's trying her best, but Trump keeps finding newer levels of dumb in what he's saying. And she's like, well... I'm going to find a way to spin that.
Yeah. I mean, the entire, like, her entire job... In like the sort of and really any press secretary, I think like the entire job is to communicate from like your administration, like whether it be like you work for a senator or a lobby of some kind, but you're communicating to the media who is then gonna like communicate it to everybody else. So like you become this translator of sorts, and she has to translate for one of the most inconsistent people of all time. He's like so mentally ill. Well, and that's insane.
That's why it's so funny the way that she phrases everything, because like the people in the media there will be like, hey, can you clarify this, because Trump said this yesterday, but now we say this today. And she's like, actually, well, what he said was crystal clear and you should have been listening. It's like, well, we were, and that's why we're confused.
The only way to like last in that role under Donald Trump is to go up there and be so dogged in your defense and like your willingness to lie that he will just keep you there. It's crazy. It's such an insane sort of environment, and I can't imagine. I get stressed. I've worked plenty of jobs, and they've all been very low stakes, and I've still gotten stressed at work. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I can't imagine my job being like I got to go up there, but I think that ultimately at the end of the day that lady's so fucking off her rocker probably that she believes everything that she's saying.
Yeah, you cannot. You have to be like somebody who
complicit.
has dove in deep with the cult.
You're just there.
You can't just be like a normal person and work that job.
You're
It's like being
drinking
a
it.
comedian, dude.
You're
You can't
drinking
be
the
normal
Magic
and
Mind.
do this. Yeah.
Yeah, you're drinking the whatever the Trump version of that is. Brett, look up and see if there's a Trump drink. Look up Donald Trump.
There's gotta
Donald
be.
Trump energy or something
Yeah,
like that.
Donald Trump energy
Everything
shot.
everything that Hercules had in the Disney Hercules movie, that's what Trump has.
Oh, yeah.
Remember he had all that merch
Yeah,
in
he's got the
Hercules? That's what
shoes, you're
Trump has.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Does he have the
he had
cut-
the water bottle or juice or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, Trump energy
Trump's doing, he's
shot.
got his own visa, like literal like entrance into the country for $5 million. Buy my card.
Oh, the golden ticket.
Does that
thing.
legally work?
I think it's like $85
Y'all.
million.
Y'all, you're not going to believe this.
What
It's
is
called Trump Dive Energy.
No way.
So it means no energy.
Let me pull this up. Trump dive energy. Okay.
I just typed in Trump energy shot, and that's what came up. I'm going to type in
Cognitive Trump drive energy, cognitive energy and focus. Here we go. Get ready for an outer world experience.
Oh.
Trump drive.
This doesn't even look like it's
About-
related to Trump, though.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm...
This looks
Fueling
like
mental clarity with every can.
Are they just trying to capitalize on the name, and it's like...
The
Oh, for
rising
sure.
challenge of cognitive
I mean,
decline.
You know what? I'm
Trump
gonna
is
see.
the Taylor Swift of the conservatives. So, yeah, they're just trying to use that name for anything they... The
It's like
spaceman,
space
that is so
themed.
funny.
But maybe it's like an Elon.
Ironically, that they're using astronauts.
Dude, this is nootropics. It's just like Magic Mind.
Oh, my God.
I think
Oh, we're all gonna die, dude. They're gonna
Why did
kill
you have
all
me
of
take...
us.
It wasn't regulated by the FDA.
Oh, I don't even mean from Magic Mind. I mean like literally these people.
Sorry.
These people are gonna bring about the end of the end of human
The horribly
society.
edited in face.
Yeah, this is
the
crazy.
picture they got in
Brett,
there.
have you been to the About page?
no. I'm trying to see if where
Dude,
they're based out of.
You got to go to the About page.
I swear
and-
to God, that Magic Mind is fucking with my stomach so hard.
Yeah, it's the ashwagandha, dude. Your chakras weren't aligned. You should have aligned your chakras. I hope you don't actually get sick, dude.
Ashwagandha forever.
So go to the About page of TrumpDriveEnergy.com and scroll down until you see the man photoshopped inside of the space helmet, and you'll know what I mean.
That is amazing. This is a guy who clearly doesn't have the rights to any of like the fonts or anything that Trump uses. Like he has. Have you ever gone to Made in Casey and looked at their chief stuff?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Mahomes that they have on there is like
Yes,
10 shades
yes,
darker than
yes.
Mahomes actually. It doesn't even look like
Yeah.
him. They're like, because we don't have
Am
the
I going
rights to it.
to about right?
Yeah, About, and then you'll scroll like
Halfway down?
3/4 of the way down.
3/4?
Maybe closer to like 3/5 of the way down.
Oh,
Silver J. Mendez, founder and CEO. Silver J. Mendez is the visionary founder and CEO of Trump Drive Energy, a cutting-edge energy drink company dedicated to fueling active lifestyles with a passion for marketing and over 20 years of entrepreneurial experience. Silver has transformed a bold idea into a thriving brand. His innovative approach and strategic thinking drive the company's mission to create beverages that energize and inspire. Committed to excellence, Silver fosters a culture of creativity and collaboration at Trump Drive Energy, ensuring the brand remains at the forefront of the industry.
and for our listeners out
Oh,
there,
whoa, dude, if you click the arrow, it's like there's like a
another thing.
there's like a
Helmet
fucking
down.
dude, Cassandra G. Mendez. She's the president.
Holy fuck!
And it's like does like this weird animation. Brett,
I was about to say for our listeners out there, my computer sounds like it's a jet engine about to take off because there is so much code, there's so much visual heavy shit on this website.
yeah, it's like scrolling text behind that says drink world's first cognitive.
Oh, go to Richard Wilson. Richard Wilson
Energy.
is looking like a G. He looks like a
Yeah.
villain, straight
yeah,
up
he does.
80s villain right
does.
there.
Ironically, these are all guys that have roofied a drink. That
Latif
is-
Khan.
Even the chick?
This is the beverage
I
formulation
said the
scientist.
guys.
Oh, the
The
guy.
guys,
Let's
yeah.
listen to this. Latif Khan is a dedicated beverage formulation scientist with over 30 years experience in creating innovative, high-quality beverages. With a strong background in food science and chemistry, he specializes in developing both non-alcoholic and alcoholic beverages, focused on flavor profiles, nutritional enhancement, and consumer trends. Dude, I love the idea of, he's like, no, I'll mix you a drink.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'll get you fucked up, dude.
Oh, it's Space Bev X LLC owns Trump Drive
Whoa,
Energy.
Space Bev X, dude. Here's an
Which
MMA champion.
Makes sense about the space theme.
Yeah, dude, they have a fucking bunch of MMA sponsorships. Trump Drive Trade Show. Okay, wow, we really got off on a fucking tangent.
Jesus Christ, I'm
I
sorry.
can't believe that. Well, no, I mean, it's not your fault. I was the one who told you to Google Trump energy shot. I just couldn't. I thought for sure we would be like, oh, there's nothing.
No, there was.
Yeah, there clearly was. God, dude.
Should we make Trump brand podcast equipment? Like,
yeah, Trump mic.
Copyright 2025.
Trump mic.
Yeah.
Copyright.
Studios.
Allegedly copyright. Jakin.Off. Not Henchman. Jakin.Off.
Oh,
I said Trump mic, dude.
No, I said, but I said, damn, you stole it. Fuck. Right.
No,
right from
you
under
said
me.
you said the idea, but then I came up with the word copyright me. Come up with the word quicker, Brett. Trump mic. Trump camera. Sorry. Copyright Jakin.Off. It's okay, dude. You can have a cut of the royalties.
0.2%.
Yeah, you can have 0.2% of the royalties from Trump mic, dude. Oh, we're all gonna die. It's crazy. It's
This is
seriously
coming out
so
in 2
crazy.
weeks.
Like,
Who knows where we're gonna be?
yeah,
Oh, I know.
yeah, it's coming out in 2 weeks, dude. By this time, they'll have already blown up a mountain in Iran, and they'll be like, Trump Drive Energy is gonna take over. It's like the new DraftKings. It's the new Magic Mind. They're
I don't
they're
like this.
Have you guys ever
stocking the
seen-
shelves. Quick Trip is full of Trump Drive.
Oh no, I love Quick Trip.
I don't know. I don't know if
do it.
it's,
Quick Trip.
it's. I don't know if it is.
You're
now,
not a
but
safe place anymore.
It could happen though.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were you? Gonna say?
I was gonna say, have you guys seen that movie? Don't Look Up.
No.
I watched it once and it was like very underwhelming.
How about you go fuck yourself, Brett? That's a great fucking movie, and
Yeah, Brett.
yeah, it's a magic.
I've
mind
never
fucking
seen
with
it.
you. It's a great movie.
I get the premise though. They're like, people need to pay attention.
Well, mine was more like, if you've seen the movie, the American government in that movie, so close to what the fuck we have right now.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
What happens? What do they do? What's it so
Meryl
close?
Streep's the president.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, she's an absolute bitch.
Get
but
the F out of here, dude.
and it's like super. Well, it's obviously like super capitalist and everything.
Yeah.
They put the whole world in jeopardy solely because they feel like they can make money off the comet that's coming down.
Yeah.
And then they have all like the merchandising stuff that they work on and all the corporate connections they have, and also just how dumb they are.
Yeah.
And how she's president, her son is like whatever treasurer or
Yeah.
something like that, and so it's like
Yeah.
a family. So it's very close to what the Trump family is.
They're like, listen, I got to listen to my son. He's been doing a lot of cocaine about this.
who's played by Jonah Hill.
Oh, dude.
Jonah Hill's her
Jonah
son.
Hill
Yeah.
is.
Is it a Netflix original?
That's
Yeah,
like
it's Netflix
a.
original.
That seems like a role that Jonah Hill was born to play, dude.
He does a great job.
a little piece of shit twerp.
And J-Law comes back. She's the main character of the movie.
Who?
Jennifer
J-Law.
Lawrence.
Oh.
J-Law, and then Leo.
Otherwise
Leo
known as
DiCaprio, dude.
what's
He's in there.
she's
It's a big ensemble cast.
It
who
is.
who does Jennifer Lawrence play? She's Mystique.
Oh
That's-
yeah, she's
that's
yeah,
Mystique.
Raven.
Last I checked, her name's not Jennifer. It's Mystique.
Uh-huh.
Mutant and Proud.
Yeah, Mutant and Proud. She's out.
Mystique AI licking
Yeah.
popsicle.
Hey, why don't you type in Mystique into Dale? Go ahead. Look, type in Mystique porn into Dale.
I'm so good. I'm so good.
Come on, type it into Dale. Do some AI. Did you hear about, not to bring this back to this whole Iran thing, but people got really upset at Netanyahu because he was describing the personal cost of like having to start a war with Iran, and he was like, "Yeah, we had to postpone my son's wedding."
I didn't hear that quote.
And everybody was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, dude?" He literally, he like was like, "Yeah, it sucks." He's like, "You know, it really reminds me of British people during the Blitzkrieg. We are going through a blitz," Netanyahu said, referring to the wartime Nazi bombing of Britain, which 43,000 civilians died. "There are people who were killed, families who grieved loved ones. I really appreciate that," he went on. The Israeli authorities said 24 Israeli civilians have so far been killed, blah, 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 blah. "Each of us bears a personal cost, and my family has not been exempt," Netanyahu said. And he's standing in front of a hospital, which has been struck by a missile. And he said, "This is the second time that my son Avner has canceled a wedding due to missile threats. It is a personal cost for his fiancée as well. And I must say that my dear wife is a hero, and she bears a personal cost."
Real first world problems.
Coming from the fucking dude who's blowing up Palestine and has been for the past 2 years.
Yeah. But a lot longer than that.
Well, we had to cancel a wedding. Dude, you cancel people's lives. What the fuck are you talking about? You blew up all... I'm not even trying to make a joke.
Yeah.
Like, you have literally brought on a genocide to Palestine, and now you're like, well, my son had to cancel his wedding, so we got to postpone the war. We'll come back with orange slices and...
Cancel more than your son's wedding, dude.
Yeah.
I think, you know, if things were... And his son is kind of a piece of shit, too. I think his son is like a neo-conservative, like fascist kind of influencer guy. Yeah. You'd never believe it, but the fruit has not fallen far from the tree in that sense. Have you seen the picture of Caitlyn Jenner hiding in the bunker?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's a classic.
What a classic.
Yep. Caitlyn Jenner was in Israel hiding in a bunker with a glass of wine. And how interesting. What an interesting thing to have happen.
What a name to just be chilling in Israel in a time like this. Just,
yeah.
Oh, Caitlyn Jenner decided right now, Israel, perfect time.
She's like there on a propaganda trip, I would imagine. Like,
She
you know, they're
Jewish?
like, I don't think so, but they'll just invite celebrities there to go there and be like, "Oh my God, Israel is awesome. It's so awesome in Israel, guys." You know what? You can just drink wine in the bunker.
They're fire fest.
It's like, you know, it's basically like, we got to have a girls' night in the bunker because we got to. It's like forced to have a girls' night. Sucks. I'll bring the wine. It's so fucking annoying. Why? I don't know. It's crazy that they've been allowed to do this for so long and are being allowed to continue to do it. But I don't know. That just is, that's all I got to say about that. I just figured we should bring it up for posterity's sake, because this is coming out exactly 2 weeks after this whole thing sort of took off. So I'm curious to see where it's at in 2 weeks from now. If you're listening to this, write us. Tell us what's going on with it these days, and we'll be interested to hear. I'm sure I'll be following closely, I guess. So, yeah, that's kind of it, I guess, on the Iran thing. I don't want to fucking tank too hard on that, just because it's kind of depressing. But I do have one other story that I wanted to bring up, which is totally unrelated to that, and it's the fact that Andrew Tate's brother, Tristan Tate, is being probed over alleged Romanian election interference. Have you heard about this?
Yes, I keep up on the Romanians every day, Jake. I do. I think about the Romanians.
Well, it's so funny. They're being accused of this because they were posting on social media, which it is so funny because, you know, I don't know a ton about Romania. I know that the sort of political situation there is not the most optimal, but
I was just going to say vampires, I think, right?
Vampires, I think that's Transylvania.
But it's like originated in
Is-
Romania.
I think
for real.
Transylvania might be in Romania. It might be an area. Look at
Well, I guess that's my job.
It
I
might
always
be-
thought that was a fake place. I thought it was a.
That's what
Transylvania is a real
fantastical
place.
place.
I think
Is it not?
Transylvania is a real place.
Sorry, I never saw Nosferatu.
in
so-
Europe,
Yeah.
Hungary, Germany. It kind of got separated into different. It's just Hungary and
Yeah.
Germany now.
Yeah. So, anyways, though, I what I was thinking was interesting though is they're like, yeah, even just like posting on social media a bunch trying to influence the election is considered election interference there, and I'm like,
Oh,
maybe we should look into that.
Well, we had a lot of that.
That
We
was
had
my big take on the whole Tristan Tate Romanian.
If we could never have that Undertaker and Kane video, I would love to take that back. No.
What was the Undertaker
So
and Kane video?
it was during, it was actually like 2 weeks I think before the election, and it was not them in character, but it was like the actual dudes hanging
Yeah.
out with Trump.
Oh.
But then the Undertaker was like, "You better vote for Trump or rest in peace." And I was like, I hate this whole thing. You just ruined the
Yeah,
Undertaker for
that
me right
sucks.
there. I was like, oh, cool.
Ugh, it makes me think of like all that stuff. I hate cringy celebrity, like when they all sang Imagine during
God.
COVID. That was like one of the worst things that has ever happened. I think.
I don't know. I think that ended COVID.
In terms of
dude.
cringe?
What are you talking about? That ended COVID.
I don't know. I can't. I have a hard time. I would challenge anybody if you're listening to this and you can think of something that was like more cringe than the celebrities doing the Imagine during COVID. Send it our way.
Oh, what was it?
Jakin.Off.Podcast at gmail.com.
What famous person was it? She went up to like the police at like riots and like handed them a Pepsi.
Oh, in the commercial, yeah,
Yeah.
that was
one of the Jenners.
Was
that was
it one of
Kylie
the
Jenner. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
And she's
Maybe
like,
she-
have a Pepsi.
Yeah, I'm gonna
please."
ask who ended world peace with a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Or world war with a Pepsi.
maybe maybe it would have stuck if it was a Trump Drive energy drink.
You're right.
Yeah, maybe if she would have handed him a Magic
Who
Mind.
ended
They wouldn't even be
war
police
Yeah.
anymore.
They're like, oh, the ashwagandha opened my eyes. I've seen the light.
But apparently the celebrity stuff doesn't work because I mean we had Taylor Swift, dude. We had her and her cat on
Her
our
and her
side. I
cat.
thought if we have Taylor Swift on our side, how can we lose?
Well-
and then we lost.
I think that the reality is that Taylor
Kendall Jenner. I'm
Kendall
sorry.
Jenner. Whoops.
Sam.
Same shit. Same fucking shit, dude. They're both fucking tools.
They're both in Israel in the wine
Yeah,
bunker.
they're
Having a
fucking-
Pepsi.
in the wine bunker.
they're all dogs of capitalism to me.
Yeah.
No, what was
Sorry.
what was I about to say? God damn it.
I'm sorry, I ruined
No, it was
everything.
okay. What did you say right after God, the elevator music.
Sorry, the
is
Magic
coming.
Mind is fucking me up, dude.
He hands him a Magic Mind.
Um,
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
I think that honestly, like having her on our side, I think that any celebrity that supports a politician that wants to do the right thing should just silently support.
What's
It's
so funny
bad.
is people begged her though to
I
like
know
be
it's dumb
supportive.
though.
Like,
They don't know what they're doing because the reality is like that shit turns a lot of people off because I don't this lady is a billionaire, right? Like she does not live the same life as us. And so it feels like to me and to a lot of people, I think, even though I don't necessarily have a problem with Taylor Swift, it didn't dissuade me from doing anything.
yeah.
But I in my mind, I think that it's one of these things, right, where people hear like, oh, Taylor Swift said that you should vote for Kamala Harris. And it's like, I mean, okay, like, why does she think that? You know what I mean? And the reality is that I think for a lot of people who aren't Taylor Swift fans, it just reminds them that like, oh, well, like this Kamala Harris is in league with, sort of like different versions of the same thing, which is like incredibly rich people. You know what I mean? Billionaire, like the billionaire class. She's in league with those people the same way that the Republican Party is. And even though they don't necessarily want the same things, like there's obviously a clear difference between the two. Like I'm not one of these people that thinks there isn't a difference. There is. A lot of people don't. perceive the difference. They don't. You know, it's like we were saying. There's just a lot of. I think the term they use is low information voters. Like that's who they go for.
Yeah.
That's who the conservatives sort of target, and you know, I think that it's. I don't know. I think that it turns some people off a little bit. It doesn't surprise me that Taylor Swift or like Chappell Roan is another person that I think of who's like everybody has been turning on quite heavily because of her. She like came out and wanted to be like all like, well, like Kamala's not awesome. I'm not gonna like support Kamala.
Yeah.
And then after, you know, everything that has transpired is like, well, I don't want to get political about stuff, basically, is my understanding. And it's like, well, you did get political already. So
like you did.
You should say what you think at least.
I think it is like I don't feel bad for celebrities per se, but I do feel like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because people are like, use your platform, use your platform. But then if you use your platform, sometimes it ends up, you're like, oh, why'd you say, you know. And
they're like, Taylor Swift sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there really is no winning, and that's why I think it's like you should just be like silently like giving money to stuff, and then like maybe instead of making a statement yourself, like, because they all do this, they all already have the people to do this, you just make like a somehow release like, oh, Taylor Swift is funding this fucking thing for Kamala Harris or whatever, instead of Taylor Swift being like, you should do this. Mm-hmm. Like more just like an actionable sort of like thing that people can be like, oh, she's doing that, you know?
Yeah. And it's tough, like, because I think you and I are very similar, like in our kind of political views. I think like neither of us were like strong Kamala supporters.
No.
Like I wasn't, but it was also hard to watch the dude on the other side be like, by the way, you're never going to have to vote again if I'm president.
Yeah.
Like he was saying stuff that I'm like, guys, we can't. I'm
It
not
really
saying she's the
is
best.
like,
I'm not saying she changes shit. But like that dude wants to be a dictator and he may do it.
Well, and you're picking, when you vote, you're really just picking the person who you're going to be like, you're like, I don't know. For me, I think of it as like choosing your opposition, right?
Yeah.
Like even if you're like this person who, you know, doesn't believe in either of the things that either candidate is saying, that's great. That's me as well. But one of those two candidates is going to win.
Yeah.
And so it would behoove you to think of it more in the terms of like, well, if this candidate wins, then maybe I could push them to do something about this or something about that. It's like you're not picking the person. Everybody wants to think of it as like, this is the person who's working for me. And maybe in a utopia, or even just a better society, just like a slightly more normal, like less terrible society. It could be like somebody that works for you, but in reality, what you're getting is like the person who you're trying to get things done against. You know, it's like you're picking the goalie that you have to score on.
Like for my own like personal issues, you can see the clear example of what you're just talking about. They may not be working for you, but they're not necessarily working against you. Because like when talking about like the trans issues, Kamala may have sat there and gone, but Trump was like, fuck that. Like I was like, damn, I gotta I gotta vote for the person who goes for me.
It's
like,
a pretty straightforward.
The on the fence
like
is really secure.
That's the best I can hope for in a time like this. And I was like, I don't love this answer from Kamala.
It doesn't. No matter how you slice it, it doesn't seem like a very difficult sort of thing to see. Like, one choice is clearly closer to like resembling a society that's at the very least like, you know, trying to be respectful to everybody. It's like the most generous sort of like way to put it.
That is probably the
and
most
like,
generous.
And the other one is like, we're gonna fucking turn this whole thing on its head. Like we want everything to be like broadly worse across almost every sort of aspect of life for almost anybody in this country, unless you happen to have, an exorbitant amount of wealth. And then you will be benefiting greatly from this one.
If you're a
this other
billionaire, you're
side.
fine
Yeah.
right now, dude. You're
It's
chilling.
crazy.
But I think billionaires are always fine. If you have a billion, would I even care about politics if I was a billionaire? To be honest,
For real.
You just don't want the working class to uprise against you. and
Yeah.
that's
Valid.
your
They're like, well,
only-
if I don't buy everything, then they might try to take a small amount of money from me. They
but
might.
even if somebody took a small amount of money, you're a billionaire, dude.
They
Are you
might try
gonna
to take a
notice?
fraction
You
of my
memorize
wealth.
that number every day when you
That's what I'm
wake up.
saying.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know if there's really a happy place to end this.
Well, guys, we did Magic Mind. It was awesome.
It wasn't great. I'm not feeling any
It was,
different.
I'm feeling
Brett just feels
maybe
sick.
worse.
Brett just feels
It'd be funny
sick.
if just Brett just fell over.
Yeah, the bong rip legitimately helped more than the Magic Mind did.
Yeah.
Maybe because they can
Dude.
sell Magic Mind in all 50 states.
Can they?
Probably not Utah.
Yeah, I feel like
Probably not Alaska or
there's-
Hawaii. They don't want to spend those shipping charges.
Yeah. No, they'll
So
ship
they're in
it
like
anywhere,
47 states.
because you got to pay the shipping charges usually.
Well, we didn't.
Yeah, not us, because we scammed them into sending us free Magic Mind. Don't drink it. Here's my endorsement. Don't drink Magic
Maybe go
Mind.
find Kratom. Maybe.
Yeah.
maybe
Hey.
You'd be
endorse
better off
Kratom?
doing a bunch of Kratom. than
Don't do
drinking
Magic Mind. Do Magic Mike.
You know what? I would suggest Magic Mike. Magic
Yeah.
Mike. I love Magic Mike.
Yeah.
XXL is okay, but Magic Mike's Last Dance, fuck yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You heard it here. Magic Mike's Last Dance.
Wait, was there 3 of those movies?
Yeah, Soderbergh,
Yeah.
the first and the third one. He didn't
Get
do
some
XXL for whatever
Get some
reason.
Kratom. Go to your local Kratom store.
Go watch Magic Mike trilogy.
Google Kratom
Get
near
some
me.
Four Loko while you're at it.
No, Google Kratom near me. Don't get Four Loko. Get Kratom. It's good for you. It's healthy.
More
Go
healthy
get
than
some
Magic
Kratom.
Mind.
Go get some Kratom
allegedly.
and sit down on your couch. Turn on Magic Mind. We're gonna say XL.
XXL.
Magic Mind Double XL. Sorry, XXL.
The worst one?
Yeah, that's the one that you're gonna watch. You're gonna shoot up Kratom.
Shoot
Do you
up.
shoot it up? Do you shoot up Kratom?
No.
How
I
do you
think-
take it?
I think you chew it.
Yeah, you shoot it
You
up.
chewed it?
You guys are gonna shoot it up. Shoot up Kratom.
Great.
Do you know what Magic Mind really feels like? I don't know if you feel this way, Jake, but I feel this way right now. It's like that movie where the guy takes the pill and it helps his mind like he can
Limitless?
access. Yeah, he
Smoked
can access
or
100%.
brewed
I
tea?
can access 100% of my
You
mind
really
right
feel
now.
that way?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
I feel like vaguely like shit.
Should we
so-
do Kratom next time?
Vaguely
4
like
times
shit, dude.
89,
Yeah.
644. See, Magic Mind. Thank you. I can just calculate
Maybe we'll
anything.
do a Kratom, an episode on Kratom. Like I mean not about Kratom, but we're all on Kratom. And then we can be like, was it better than Magic Mind? I feel
I
like
think anything is better than Magic Mind. I think that's
yeah,
what we're trying
I feel
to
like
say
you
here.
can probably achieve a better calm energy with Kratom.
Or meditation. I would suggest
Yeah.
meditation over Magic Mind.
No, Kratom only is the only thing that we're willing to recommend
I'm trying
and
to be
substitute.
actually helpful.
No, that's not what this is about. You do Kratom and you turn on Magic Mike XXL, and you thank me later. You thank me later. Cassie, where can people find you?
People can find me on TikTok and Instagram. It's the handle #Cassie, all spelled out.
Nice.
Boom.
Hell yeah. Those really
Come to
those
my
are Easy
shows.
and straightforward.
Well, that's the great thing about branding. You got to make it easy.
Yeah. So go check out Cassie. Follow Cassie for some awesome comedy shows, and you
You're
can
really selling me hard right now, dude.
you can follow
Yeah,
this
go follow
podcast.
Cassie.
It's coming out July 3rd. Do you have anything around
Yeah.
July 3rd?
Oh yeah, that's I forgot.
Oh, it's
Happy
coming
4th
out
of July. Happy 4th
I have
of July.
no idea what I got coming out around then,
I'm not
to be
celebrating
honest.
4th
So.
of July. I'm celebrating being off.
Yeah,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
celebrating 4th of July.
Hell
dude.
yeah, dude.
I like fireworks.
I
Me
got
too.
I'll blow
fireworks.
stuff up, I
Yeah.
like a barbecue. I don't necessarily care for what the holiday represents, but
No.
I love a good barbecue.
Well,
I'm a
it's kind
sucker
of like
for a
Thanksgiving,
barbecue.
right? Like, we may not like what
Yeah.
it represents, but,
Oh.
dude, if I can get fucked up on a
Yeah.
Thursday, let's do it.
Some food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a gun. We're gonna shoot the flag. That's what we do at my place, at my family's,
the
at my
flag.
family's 4th of July. Our annual flag shooting. We shoot the flag full of holes, and we go, "Save us!" We go, "Iran, save us!" Please liberate us, Iran. Anyways, I'm from here, but I'm gonna get deported. You can follow this podcast at Jakin.Off.Podcast, and you can send anything at all to Jakin.Off.Podcast at gmail.com. We'll look at it at least once. That's our guarantee. So yeah, that's it. Brett, anything? Don't tell him to meditate. You better tell him. If you got anything, tell him to do crazy.
Legitimately, have a fun and safe 4th of July if you're celebrating.
Yeah, don't blow anything off your body.
You know, we wanted you to be able to clap those hands while you're driving.
We need you to have all your fingers so you can tap in.
Yeah.
So you can tap into the
So you can hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit that
So you
bell.
can hit that like, hit that subscribe button.
Can you smash that follow on
And,
my
and
Instagram?
we're close to some followers.
Yeah.
We need more followers. We need more subscribers.
Yeah.
So like, share the clips.
We're doing a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway. We'll send you a bottle of Magic Mind.
Jake will sign a bottle of Magic
Yeah, we'll
Mind.
send you a signed bottle of Magic Mind for one of our followers. Whoever, once we hit,
We'll just decide. I don't know.
once we hit 200 subscribers on YouTube, one of the subscribers will get a free bottle of Magic Mind signed.
Mind.
I'm gonna
by
give me
me.
a 6-pack. I don't know about you. Give me a
I can't believe you like it.
No, I hate it. Are you kidding?
Okay, all
You're gonna
right.
give it to prank
We're
people,
try-
right?
Yeah, we're
Give
trying
it to your
to.
enemies.
We're trying to waste their time.
After
and-
this podcast, I just text Jake and I'm like, dude, I'm literally shitting
Yeah.
out my body right now.
Yeah, no
Just
kidding.
Everything inside of me is leaving.
I floated. But anyways, that's the podcast, everybody. Thanks so much for listening. I love you. Bye-bye.